really disappointing to have the court pass on what was really a once in a generation opportunity to reconsider the court's racist decisions in the insular cases.
Equally American helped file the case Fitzsimonu versus U.S., calling the court to recognize that those born in U.S. territories have a right to full U.S. citizenship. The Supreme Court declined to hear the case. He says it leaves some big questions.
Is whether the insular cases remain good law. And that's important to folks in Guam because it's unclear just how far Congress could go in denying rights to people who live in Guam and other U.S. territories.
He says the deck is stacked against residents of the territories, but the Supreme Court isn't the only path. He hopes the president and Congress step in.
We are citizens. It just depends on where you're at.
Northern Marianas delegate Gregorio Sablan shares his disappointment.
We'll have to maybe find another day to bring this up with the Supreme Court. It could be a long time. It could be anytime soon.
It's the story of our life. People who can't vote for the president who sends their families into wars.
I wasn't truly surprised by the fact that the Supreme Court made this decision.
Saipan lawmaker Sheila Babauta says it's time for a change.
Overturning the insular cases really, in my opinion, is one step to having this conversation on a broader scale so that we can talk about not being able to vote for president, that we don't have a vote in Congress, and we don't truly have control over our natural resources.
Former Congressman Dr. Robert Underwood says it's that systemic control that is a central issue.
The U.S. Congress treats us as property, as territory. We are chattel of the U.S. government. And the way to get out of that is for the U.S. government to create a system that allows us to make a free choice on our own.
He says the case the High Court denied is misplaced. He says it shouldn't be framed as individual issues, but the territory's political standing as a whole.
That court that ruled on the insular cases ruled separate but equal. In the case of the territories, they ruled separate and unequal.
Tomas Maglonia for KUAM News.